Amy.
I'm Wendell.
And I'm Patrick.
And
this is
Yes,
But Why?
Podcast.
Well, I think that's just, from experience, I find that that's just pretty much a veneer, you know? Because there's some real hurt down there.
Yeah.
And so, like, you know when you go outside and there's spring, and then you're like, this is pretty good, but then you're like, whoa, stop! Because if you let that come out, then all those parts that you bury just float up. Yeah, like I was trying yoga.
Yes?
Nah, it wasn't good. No, because the thing about yoga, and I guess to an extent meditation, is that they start the same way, which is with meditation. And then the thing they tell you to do, you can Headspace, and then my meditation guy that I went to, who I think uses Headspace, they both said the same thing, which is you imagine all the negative things that you try and swallow, Hank Hill style.
Yeah.
You just imagine them like it's the highway in Looney Tunes, like the Roadrunner, and they're cars. So then you're like, oh, there goes my fun. And then you're like, oh, there goes my autoimmune disease. And they just go past. But I asked him, I was like, what does it mean when the cars are coming at you?
You're visualizing them trying to run you over?
It was my natural instinct. It was like, I see cars, I'm in front of the incoming. And then he said, pause. And then I said, I've heard enough. Because your spiritual leader shouldn't have to think about it.
Yeah.
Period.
Pause. Well, to be fair, that is an option when meditating, is just to pause the thought, right?
No, he's gotten carried away.
Well, see,
He's taken his work into his real life.
When you said Looney Tunes, I immediately thought you were just going to
Like
draw
the wall?
a wall. Yeah,
Yeah,
draw
the wall.
a tunnel on a wall and make them go into a non-existent tunnel.
See, that's the reason I can't do things like this, like yoga or organized religion as a whole, because then my brain has to ask questions that throw a monkey wrench in the system. I just have to be like, well, why? But what if this happens? What if God made a burrito too big you couldn't eat or something? And
Is that why you're not wearing headphones?
oh yeah, we're wearing headphones.
You're like inner monologue.
I'm
no,
a
thank
maverick.
you.
I didn't even notice you guys put them on.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, we're good. Hold on.
We're great.
How am I cans?
Well, that was the chair,
Crank.
by the way. That was everyone at home.
Oh, I thought the chair
The
didn't
chair.
squeak.
Hey, do you want a LaCroix? LaCrux? LaCroix?
LaCroix?
Yeah, what is it?
Oh, no, I have backpack water. So I'm cool.
It's just it's
Good. And these snacks, eat them up.
it's one of those cute little backpacks that Japanese girls wear. That's just full of water. It's not actually like a camel pack or anything. For all the listeners at home.
Fob bag. Fresh off the boat bag. That's what we call them. It's the little, like they all look like they're anime characters because they have little boxes on the side of their hip.
Yep.
You ever seen those?
Wait, no.
Oh, man. It's usually because it's buried under, like, an assemblage of keychains.
I have no idea what's going on.
Oh, you gotta Google image right.
Speaking of which, we don't Google on that shit.
We don't Google here.
Just so you know.
So
is it a
any
rule?
facts
Yeah.
that you know, or half know, or just feel like saying out loud for no reason, are facts.
Say them like they are the truth, because they are.
All right. I have sort of an image as a pretty smart guy, and I think this rule is really going to impede on that.
Oh, yeah.
I think you're like Batman. You're like, all right, but you can't disappear into the shadows for an extended period of time.
People used to think
All
I
right.
was smart, and that was because they didn't have
only operate-
computers in their pocket. And then now it's just, no, you're full of shit.
I've become increasingly smarter the more space I have on my phone.
You also take a lot of restroom breaks during conversations. Yeah.
Phone booth breaks have become difficult.
Oh man, dude! So I was in San Antonio and I saw
A phone booth.
a phone booth, which isn't so weird for me, but it was weird for 9 children that were all crawling around it, like pulling
yeah.
they were like, "What?" They were just like screaming into
the
it.
phone was still in it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, okay.
Just 9
Not a
children
phone booth,
calling
not a phone booth, but
911
a payphone.
in order.
A payphone.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
okay.
just one of those stand up at the gas station payphones. And
Still.
they were just kids. It was like a recess gym for these kids.
Yeah,
they were just crawling all over. They're just like, "What are these numbers for?" And they're like screaming into it and
The
stuff.
little coin drop.
Yeah. Like, why? What is? How?
There used to be just a phone booth downtown Austin. Nothing in it for 5 or 6 years easy.
Hobo poop, I assume.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Yeah,
I'm sure that also drunk makeout point.
Oh, man. This is strangely non-precedent because I had a Tumblr for years back in like 2007 to 2008 where I would take pictures of phone booths as I saw them.
Did you submit these to like 2600 or anything?
No, I had a weird habit of making tons of Tumblrs at the time. Yeah.
Wait, are they still active? Could you...
I could pull them up, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Do that and point it at the microphone.
I've just great
no, I
radio.
just meant, I want to see you start contributing to them again.
Well, I'm from Hawaii, so at the time it was all on my little island, you know? So they're all pretty, I don't know, regional in that sense. But they do look like, when you see a phone booth with doors in 2017, it feels like an art installation.
Yeah, totally.
Doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
100%. I mean, I'm a Doctor Who fan, and so if I see it, my imagination lights up.
Right.
But phone booths, he doesn't even travel around in a phone booth. It's a police call box, which is like a thing we never even had here. I don't think we didn't have it like just a thing that you could call the cops.
Do they still?
No. They discontinued them in like the 60s, from what I understand.
Oh, that makes sense.
We've got an option like
sense.
that now in large parking lots, right? It's just the
Yeah, there's that like
light
blinking light thing. Yeah.
Which I'm sure does a lot of good.
So, thanks for coming in, Taylor. I'm saying that now because Hawaii.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
from Hawaii.
Oh, don't act surprised, Mr. Wearing a Hawaiian shirt right now.
Mr. wearing a Hawaiian shirt all the time because I don't want to smile as much as this shirt makes me, so it does. So it's here. It's an antidepressant, is what it is.
The last time I saw your Facebook, you were at the beach. But
wow, that was a while. It's been a while.
Was it?
Yeah.
Because I'm 31, and if you look at my Facebook, forever there's no pictures of me at the beach. And in all theory, I grew up on one. But beaches are the worst.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
Do you?
Yes.
Oh, well, I'm done. I'll give you one.
Well, you know you gotta convince them.
No, let's go ahead and fight my shirt a little bit. Bring it on. Why are beaches the worst?
Because beaches have a real like undercurrent of machismo that most people, when they see National Geographic or wherever the fuck people look at beaches, I don't know, and they just go, "Oh, I'd love to be in that," but then you get that. And what it is a just shirtless contest of like just mating ritual. Like, I am very convinced that human beings, they say we're from Africa, but they got to be specific. We're not from like the middle of Africa. We're purely coastline people. Mm-hmm. We're hermit crabs. 100%. There's no doubt in my mind. Because once people get on a beach and they like just start taking clothes off, just weird movements that they don't do in any other time happens. There's men puff their chest up to such a degree on a beach, you would just expect that they were like inflating their lungs with air like a bird, you know? And then I have literally seen men kick sand in other men's faces as they were sitting because they are at that moment standing and thus in a dominant position.
Right.
Like in a 1950s like a protein shake commercial or something. Like, are you a 90-pound weakling?
Oh, it's the back of a comic book ad.
Yeah,
for sure.
Did men just come steal your girlfriend by kicking sand in your face?
Oh, they're called well, they would always be called the Grom Squad in our school. There was a group of girls that would just sleep with whatever was the alpha surfer at the time. So, because all it takes is like literally, hey Janine, and then you like cough, and then you just drop, they had slept with all of them. So all of them would just like compare notes about it in class while not wearing a shirt, and the teacher would have to be, hey, shut up, but put a shirt on, most importantly. Like, number one is the shirt, but number two for my job is to stop demeaning women, but really put a shirt on.
Okay, so you hate people is really what it is, or like you hate crowded beaches. Like a quiet cove. That's not so bad.
No,
right?
quiet coves are a myth. Never seen a quiet cove. Everyone thinks they're going to be the one on the quiet cove, but really what they are is just like at the cove at an off hour, and just wait an hour. And now the cove is just freshly populated with all of Santa Monica. So that's nonsense.
See, yeah, I dislike it because of the sand. The sand is terrible.
Oh, everybody acts like the beach is so great and the drive home isn't equally the worst thing in the world.
I still have sand in my fucking car from 3 years ago.
Of course
It is the goddamn worst.
It's the world's glitter. It just sticks to everything, and it's not even fun to look at.
I have a friend who constantly wants to camp at the beach,
Yeah.
and we did that
No,
once.
he sounds awful.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to go
We did that
ruin our tents?
once. Yeah.
Hey, guys.
It's just everything. It's just constant sand in my mouth. I don't need constant sand in my mouth.
I know this man so well. Middle school, he was probably into, like, I don't know, Good Charlotte or something. And then, like, he got into Fall Out Boy because it was tougher, and now in college he was the Bob Marley dude.
Wait. You say tougher, you mean tougher
And
to
then when-
understand, right?
I mean, like, well, yeah, he hides himself for sure, right? I mean, because a guy like that, he's just an enigma wrapped in a vest.
You see how
to
long
quote
their song
Down.
titles are and how they don't really apply to the subject matter of the song? It's crazy. See, okay, the only reason I like the beach is because I hate the ocean, and the beach is as close to the water. Like, I like observing it. I like looking at the ocean and being, like, horrified of it, but, like, from a safe distance, and, like, that is to say, I can get right there where the water starts or stops or whatever.
Mm-hmm. I love
Where it drags you into the depths and kills you. Yeah, no, that's...
I love going real far out, like Gattaca. You know, and you just swim out, and then in that moment you go, everything will kill me right now. And in that, like, you know, like when in The Simpsons, Burns goes to the doctor, and he's like, Mr. Burns, you have everything.
But it's
And he-
keeping you alive.
Well, he's like, yeah, so you're saying I'm invincible.
So I'm
and he's like, oh, no, the slightest wind. And then he goes,
Invincible.
sidles out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going so far out, is that there's so many fears, there's so many panics, that your heart is what I imagine being buried alive is like, is that you all of a sudden become like Uma Thurman in Kill Bill and just go, all right, think.
Like, you're just, like, euphoric, like a peace washes over you.
Gotta find a way out.
But then you get to that shoreline mating cesspool of a just semen trap, and then it's just, it all comes back.
I do enjoy watching people who are in the water figure out how to walk again because they've been too used to their half weight in the water. Yeah, and they come running back in, not realizing they're 230 pounds and
It
in
always,
toe shape.
yeah, it's just a good reminder not to judge newborns too harshly. You're like, fuck them, figure it out. Like, it's so easy. But then, yeah, you 20 minutes in the shoreline, and you're just like, I gotta work out.
See, that picture that you were talking about of me at the beach, that was last year at spring break at Port A, and yeah, that was a fucking nightmare as far as the people are concerned. But like, I had not seen the Gulf Coast yet. Like, I'm from the East Coast, so you know I'd seen all of that. But I was just like, I want to see if this ocean is different in any way. Not really. But then, you know, like, I sat out like on the beach, got hammered enough to be like, maybe the water feels different. So like, because I've sworn off going in the water. I do not go in the ocean anymore. But I was like, who knows? Maybe it's like, maybe it tickles. So I started walking in. So I got just above ankle deep, like just right there. And I stepped on a crab and it bit the shit out of me. And I was like, all right, we're
done here.
It confirmed every fear I have, every reason I have to not ever get into the ocean happened 3 steps into it. And I was like, all right, good, cool,
Yeah.
sweet.
No, you gotta respect when God or whoever the fuck, probably nothing, just tells you
Did
like,
I step on God?
well,
I mean, he is.
We're all
he is
stepping on.
everything, right?
but yeah, I mean, when you go out of your comfort zone and it immediately smacks you in the face.
Oh yeah.
That is just the kind of thing that just tells you, don't
Don't try
Yeah,
ever.
yeah.
Don't ever try.
Don't even take it for this moment. This is a learning lesson for all future moments of non-connected stimuli and events that you may want to participate in.
Yeah.
That's why I don't go to concerts or take my shirt off. Period.
Especially not at the beach.
Oh no! Oh,
Never.
what? Who do I think I am?
You just gotta puff. You just gotta arch the back and inhale a bunch.
That's the thing. You know, when you watch humanity, and you just get a good drift of like, God, we're so fucked up. We're just so fucked up. We all think we're such good people, and we all buy Hallmark cards, but we're just fucked. They're just so fucked up.
God, that reminds me. I gotta make a Mother's Day card for my mom.
No, don't do that.
I gotta.
Make your
Just
mom
do it now.
Make your mom a nice.